Here's how it goes, I think. In 2010, admittedly I didn't have a diagnosis of COPD then, although I should have. The doctor up in Borth missed it. She said it wasn't COPD. If I had had that diagnosis in the spring of 2010, by the way, I would not be here now. I would have remained in Contagrieg and died there. Anyway, in May, I signed a contract with Take a Break magazine to tell the story of my father's paedophilia, and in the hope that, obviously, the photographs of him, etc. And my hope was that other victims of his paedophilia would come forward. The money was not important to me at that time. I wasn't going to say this, actually, but I did become an entrepreneur. My English degree did not lead me directly to riches, i.e. a good job, but I became an entrepreneur, and there was a long time, when I was earning £600 a day with ease. And in fact, during that period, I was going abroad a great deal, and spending £100 in a souvenir shop was absolutely nothing to me. So the £700 from Take a Break was also nothing to me. It was like a day's work. I wanted to get the story out. I wanted other victims to come forward. I wanted justice. So if my brother's gone around saying, oh, she only wanted the money, no, not so. How the hell do you think I managed to travel to all those countries in such a short time? Not from teachers' wages, that's for sure. And it was legal. Right. He told Take a Break he didn't believe me. They gave that as their reason for nixing the story. I'm not sure it was. I think it had more to do with the fact that Richard Desmond owned the magazine. Look up Richard Desmond. So, I did record this yesterday, but I'm reasonably sure I didn't upload it. Come November last year, 2015, I decided I was going to get the internet, which was a bit stupid because I had just spent an awful lot of money making sure that I could write on this laptop without the internet. I wanted to Skype with someone because we had so much in common. I told my cousin I was going to go live with my story. On the 15th of December, I got a Christmas card from my brother, from whom I hadn't heard in 10 years, notwithstanding that at that time it was nearly 4 years since I'd had the correct diagnosis of COPD. From the 15th of December to the 22nd of April, i.e. a couple of days ago, I have to say it was an emotional roller coaster. A lot of grief, a lot of depression. Wish I hadn't bothered. Of course, I wanted to believe that he actually cared, and that he hadn't come on insisting on contact on FB only, no other kind, no phone calls. So, of course, we could only communicate when he was online, and he never told me when he was going to be online. He was in total control. I hoped he hadn't come on just to shut me up, i.e. Be nice to her and she won't say these things. She'll care more about family harmony than she will about telling the truth. That was never going to happen because I lost my family donkeys years ago. Donkey's years. I haven't seen my brother since 1998. They could go on, but I'll leave that. I have made this video before, but I'm reasonably certain I didn't upload it, and this time I'm going to. It seems strange, the timing of it, that you decided to contact me just after I told my cousin I was going live with my story. And by the way, the friend of my enemy is my enemy. If you are on my dead father's side, take a hike. All of you. That's that. I will die alone. I've lived alone. I will die alone. It doesn't bother me. So then when you realised it wasn't working, when I told his son the truth, his son is 37 years old, for crying out loud. He didn't know his grandfather. He complained that he didn't know his grandmother, so obviously he didn't know his grandfather either. My father didn't make trips to Thorn without my mother. It was my mother's loss, he said, that she hadn't known him. There were reasons why she didn't go to Thorn, and I might well go into those reasons. I'm tempted, very. And there were also reasons why they were no longer invited to 21 Forest Hills Drive. After 1985. The family never came after that. Ever. It was around about April 1985. That was the last time they were ever invited. There were reasons. I don't appreciate being told to fuck off to France because I don't like the royal family. And then my brother leaping in to his son's defence. Notwithstanding that, the sainted father/grandfather also detested the royal family. I've just said on a very brief video, why the hell can't my brother just say to his son, well, actually, she's telling the truth. You know, my father hated the royal family. They may hate the royal family for different reasons, but, you know, don't put your grandfather on a pedestal. Because he didn't like the royal family, he loathed them. He couldn't have taken an oath to the British Army and meant it. He couldn't, it's absolutely impossible. The whole nature of the oath revolves around God and the royal family, and my father hated both. Why not just tell your 37-year-old son the truth? It's not going to break his heart. He didn't know the man. Obviously. Or he would have known he hated the royalty. Coming on my timeline to tell me to die alone. Oh, fuck off, you bloody overblown twat.